Security is not, Social Security is not, I repeat, is not going bankrupt. But there are serious issues that we need to address. And the only way we can address those serious issues is if we're realistic at exactly what those issues are. And it's not going bankrupt. Social Security will be around here for hundreds of years in the future. If we don't privatize it, give it to Wall Street or anything like that, and they decide to go to Las Vegas and bet all our money in Vegas, but Social Security will be here for a long time. The problem is how much you're going to get. That's the issue right now. According to every reputable study out there, including the Social Security trustees that do the report, we're going to get a cut. And that cut is going to happen in 81 more checks. So you have 81 more checks at the full benefit amount you currently have. And then the 82nd check will be reduced by 23%. It's not going bankrupt. You're still going to get everything but 23%, according to calculations right now. The new numbers should be coming out in about a month or two, and it's probably going to be sooner, and it's probably going to be more cuts. But that 70% or so is still going to be there. If you can survive, or if you know people on Social Security that can survive with the 23% cut.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waha, Raha, Kwadash, all praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, bishops, elders, and teachers, the men of great millstone. To you I say shalom. Salutations to the whole elect. It's your brother Amriah. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. The rebellious children are the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, and you confusion of faces, all right, who are idol worshiping in these lands where you have been scattered, one of them being spiritual Egypt, which is America, all right? And you strengthen yourselves, you cover yourselves, you protect yourselves in the strength of Pharaoh in Egypt, which would be your president and its government structure, all right? One of those things being SSI, SSDI. SSI is for those who worked their entire lives, paid into a system, and they get an allotment from the government in their old age, once they qualify like 70 years old, where the government will give them about $2,000 a month, roughly. Not every case is the same. SSDI is disability benefits for those who are disabled. All right. Now, they're talking about decreasing these benefits by 23%. So I looked up what is the average check for SSI, and it says it's about $2,081.16 a month. All right. Which, again, not every case is the same. Some may receive more, some may receive less. All right. But this is about the average, as well as SSDI. All right. Which is disability benefits, and those are about $1,630 a month, because obviously it would be lower if they didn't work as long. And really, this is just a number. Again, every case is different. Some people receive far less than this, maybe half of that, all right? In each situation, maybe half of that. But what you have here, let's say these numbers are correct. We have $2,081.16 a month being decreased by 23%, which leaves 77%, all right, 0.77. We just multiply it. And this leaves people with just a shy over $1,600 a month, all right? So that's a pretty substantial decrease in benefit amount, as well as those on disability benefits, all right? If we use the same math, they're almost decreased, what is this, to $1,255. So it's a pretty substantial decrease as well, all right? And they're about to be put to shame trusting in this system because this system is failing. All right. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is demolishing it as we speak. And putting your trust in this system is going to lead to your confusion. All right. It's going to lead to you being led astray. All right. The Heavenly Father has nothing but disdain for spiritual Egypt, which is America, spiritual Babylon, which is America, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, which is America. All right. And all of these different idols that the children go about worshiping here, these philosophies, these handouts. Don't you know a gift destroys the heart? All right. Let's get that. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7, it says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Right? A gift destroys the mind, the la'ab. All right? And ultimately, there are reasons why gifts can destroy people, but I found no better reason than in Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 and verse 10. It says, there is a gift that shall not profit you, and there is a gift whose recompense is double. Right? There are things that people give you that they're no benefit to you. All right? And one of those things was SSI, SSDI. Ultimately, I would say SSDI more so than SSI. At least those on SSI worked for it. Those on SSDI just ran the whole crazy scheme. All right? Some of them actually are disabled, but I mean, a lot of them are scheme and scammers. All right? And they received these checks and it disabled them for real because they are of no earthly use. All right. They don't know how to work. They're dependent on a system that is going to let them down. All right. As well as those who are in their old age, depending on these monies that are going to be decreased in a system that is only increasing in price. How do you stand? But Esau, Edom rolling out these dainties to you Israelites, you take them, and then ultimately they're going to say you have to take that chip. All right. That MOT to the B. All right. Which is going to cost you far more than you realize because you're going to suffer the second death at that point. All right. But it's coming down to the wire. All right. Ultimately, the flock is being led to the slaughter, man, because one thing he did say in this little snippet is it'll go for the next 100 years. That's not the truth. This system is not going to make it very long. As a matter of fact, I have a clip I'm going to put in here right now from Elon Musk talking about don't prepare for retirement. All right. Let's play that now.
Let me take you through it.
Yeah. Well, one like side recommendation I have is like, don't worry about like squirreling money away for retirement in like 10 or 20 years. It won't matter.
No.
Okay.
Either we're not going to be here, or
It just like it's
Stop.
you won't
stop.
need.
Stop. Only Elon Musk can just say something like that and then just move on. Yeah, don't say for retirement. You know, it's not going to matter. Oh, okay. Okay. Now listen to the rest. Go ahead.
To save for retirement. If any of the things that we've said are true, saving for retirement will be irrelevant.
the services will be there to support you. You'll have the home, you'll have the healthcare, you'll have the entertainment.
The way this unfolds is fundamentally impossible to predict because of self-improvement of the AI and the accelerating timeline.
Yeah, it's called
Any
singularity
solution-
for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what goes happen. What happens after the event horizon?
Exactly. You can never see past the black hole or the event horizon, the light cone.
I mean, Ray has a singularity out way too far. I mean, this is like the next, what's your timeline for this?
We're in the singularity.
Well, we are in the singularity for sure.
Yeah.
We're in the midst of it right now for sure.
Yeah.
And it would just
Well,
feel
we're in
flat.
this beautiful sweet spot, which is, you know, the
We're on the roller coasters. We're just
yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy. It's just like that.
Now that you've seen the video, all right, understand this is why the Heavenly Father told the prophet Jeremiah, don't seek great things for yourself. All right. Ultimately, everything is coming to an end. Everything. All right. This system ain't going to make it another 100 years. All right. It's not going to make it another 10 years. Yahweh Ratazah, it doesn't make it another 3-4 years. All right. Ultimately, it's all going to be brought to nothing. Isaiah 45 or Jeremiah 45, Salakia, verse 3. Thou didst say, woe is me, for Yahweh have added grief to my sorrow. I fainted in my sighing, and I find no rest. Thus shalt thou say unto him, Yahweh saith this, behold, that which I have built which will I break down, and that which I have planted will I pluck up, even this whole land. And seek of you great things for yourself? Seek them not. For behold, I will bring evil upon all flesh, saith Yahweh. But thy life will I give unto thee for a prey in all places where you go. He's only promising your life, all right? And you're going to have to separate from this Babylonian, Egyptian, Sodom and Gomorrah system, all right? Because if you trust in Pharaoh, if you trust in Egypt, it's going to bring you hurt, not healing. It's not going to protect you. It's going to enslave you and ultimately bring you to your demise. We're coming into the time where the flock is being led to the slaughter, and we'll end out here. 2nd Ezra 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Why? Because they're trusting in these idols. They're following the heathens, and they're being led to the second death. All right? Because once you take that microchip, once the government has you fully dependent, fully useless, where you have no choice but to lean on Egypt for help, they're going to pierce you. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. And we ain't even get into those screw worms that are popping up in all the meat, the parasites and all of that. Continue reading, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, right? As he told the prophet Jeremiah. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plague and punishment that Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai shall bring upon it, right? All right. And one of those other plagues is dealing with the economy crashing. And that's when they're going to offer you that last idol, all right? That piercing, that MOT to the B, the microchip, all right? And don't you be swayed. A lot of turmoil and trouble is to befall our people in these last days, as well as the rest of the heathen in the world. So prepare for impact. Hopefully this has been edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.